Yeah, I think the panel was well set up by the inaugural session where Dr. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw and Dr. Debjani Ghosh, both of them talk about the central role that artificial intelligence is going to play in life sciences, in biology, in health, in biotech, right? I think both of them spoke about this and it kind of set up the panel very nicely. The good thing about the panel was that we had representation from academia, we had representation from industry, and we had representation from startups, right? One of the key things that came out from the panel discussion was the very different ways in which AI was being used in life sciences across the life cycle of life science research, design, production, deployment. And I think those different views that came out were really the key outcome that we were looking for, saying when we see AI in biology, what do we really mean? And it was interesting to see how different people look at it in different ways. And in some sense, that's the power of AI as a horizontal technology, that it enables multiple use cases, multiple applications across domains. So if you look at the bioeconomy in India, which is something of a very strong focus for the central government of India, as they have come out and said this is a very important economic sector that they want to focus on. It broadly breaks down into 4 buckets, right? The largest bucket is biotechnology, industrial biotechnology. And the second one is biopharma. The third one is agricultural bio or ag-bio as we call it. And fourth is services, IT services and research services in biology. And I think all 4 of them get impacted by AI. Right? I'll give you examples. For example, in industrial biotech, there are challenges of finding new biofuels which can help reduce our dependence on fossil fuels and improve the environment and sustainability. There is also saying, can we reduce the effluents, the chemical effluents that get created as part of manufacturing? So these are all the problem statements that the biotechnology sector looks at, for example. And here, if you go deeper and say, what is the research problem? What is the challenging technology problem? What is the scientific question we are asking? That's where AI models really start to help, right? Being able to determine what microbes, what proteins can serve the function of biofuels, what of these enzymes can act as catalysts which can reduce our dependency on traditional chemical influence. These are all examples of AI influencing biotech, right? In biopharma, drug design or discovery of new drugs which can cure human diseases is a very lengthy, very cumbersome process. Here again, AI is being used in a big way. This whole field is called AI for drug discovery, right? And the idea really is, can you accelerate the process of discovering new medicines, new drugs, new pharmaceuticals for the purposes of improving human health, right? You can go one step further and say, okay, once you have discovered these in the lab and you want to manufacture them, can you increase the yield of manufacturing these by using AI during the manufacturing process? So there are startups which are working on the biomanufacturing side, looking at the data that gets created from bioreactors, biofermenters, and look at them and say, okay, you can optimize your control process using AI algorithms to improve your yield or kinetics. So I think really across the horizontal of life sciences, we are seeing applications of AI. And that, as I said, is really one of the key things that came out from the panel, that how different people are looking at this from very different perspectives. So what people are most excited about is what is called post-2020 AI, right? There has been a paradigm shift in artificial intelligence. And in most popular people, the way I understand it in mass media is ChatGPT. ChatGPT came out in November 2022. But leading up to November 2022, there was a paradigm shift in artificial intelligence, which changed the way we solve problems, right? The amount of data required to train these AI algorithms suddenly became much more accessible after the innovations that came after 2020. And I think a lot of the excitement in the AI and biology panel and AI in general is about saying that we can, post 2020, do stuff that we could not do before that year. And a lot of people are working on it. And in biology also, there has been a lot of work in what is called post-2020 AI. So I think that's the exciting part. What people are worried about, the risks, right? What people think about are the ethics and the worry of creating stuff that you cannot control. So in some sense, what in science is called the Frankenstein problem, right? You end up creating new stuff which may not necessarily behave the way you want it to behave. And then can you control it? So I think the ethics of it, the risks of doing genetic engineering is something that people continue to actively think about, actively work on. And that is a focus area for future concerns. I think one of the things that we are very clear about at AU is that fields are going to become interdisciplinary, right? The traditional paradigms of subjects being taught in one vertical where the other vertical does not even know about it is going to be counterproductive as we go forward. AI is accelerating that change because across fields we are seeing the domination application of AI. I think the biggest mistake you can make is to think about AI as something that computer scientists should worry about. It's a horizontal capability. Every scientific discipline, every engineering discipline, and if I was to do say even the way you'll think about management is going to change because it's just going to, it's a horizontal technology like electricity. Once electricity comes into the market, the way the economy works changes. I think AI is going to be the same way. Once it starts to take traction, which we are already seeing lots of signs on, industry is going to change, academia is going to change, economy is going to change. And that's what we are preparing our students for, right? By using the major-minor combination. You can major in life science, you can do a minor in AI or vice versa. You can also do a double major. And that's really the strength of how we have executed the national education policy in Atria University by giving students the choice to build their own learning paths.